October baseball is back in Cincinnati. We have finally remade the playoffs in 2025 for the first time in this series, first time in real life since either 2020 or 2021. So it's been quite some time. We'll have a 3-game potential series, best of 3, first to 2 wins against the Miami Marlins. And they've got a decent pitcher facing off against us in Game 1 in Sandy Alcantara, 2022 MLB Cy Young winner. Edward Cabrera, a young upstart, similar repertoire to Sandy and having a very, very good season despite only a 9-12 record. And then Trevor Rogers, another young pitcher who was quite good in real life in 2021 or 2022. Not the same success and has dealt with some injuries in 2023. But here in the game, he's been very, very talented. 3.88 ERA. The 3 starters we will face have ERAs in the 3s. Our pitchers, however, with the addition of Tarek Skubal, are in the same boat. It's going to be Green, Skubal, and Ashcraft. It's going to be tough. This is a very, very sneaky Marlins team. We'll take a look at them. Their highest rated position player is Jazz Chisholm, but the real area that we can look to exploit is their offense. Their pitchers, 3 out of the top 4 are pitchers and highest rated players. Then you have a Luis Arraez, who's a big contact hitter. We know about him, but maybe not so much in the power department. So a single doesn't really hurt you as long as you get the next guy out. Nick Fortes has hit 16 home runs this year, but is really more of a defensive-minded catcher. We know about Yuri Perez. He's been a bit cold. I wouldn't be shocked to see him at some point in this series, maybe in a relief role. And we're in the playoffs. Starting pitchers can come out of the bullpen in relief if you need them. AJ Puck, very solid reliever. Brendan Donovan now with the Marlins is on the injured list. And with a torn Achilles, he will not factor or feature in this series. So unlucky for the Marlins and Brendan Donovan. Lucky for us. Another pitcher in Sixto Sanchez is quite good. And then they've acquired Jackson Holliday. Not having that great of a season. Very young, just 21 years old. The hitting numbers are just not there right now. And an OPS below 670, we can deal with that. Another prospect, Jacob Berry. A little bit better of a bat. Offers some decent power. Had a decent year in his true rookie season. Maybe we'll factor into the offensive rookie of the year, or rookie of the year, in the NL. But these are guys that we can deal with. Seth Brown, big power, not a whole lot else. The other Luis Gonzalez, it's funny that he's on the Marlins now, like Luis Gonzalez, the super slugger that played, of course, on the Diamondbacks. But this is a team that we have potential to beat. The CPU automatically fixed our roster. This is not what I want. I don't want Spencer Steer in AAA. Jonathan India, he's a playoff roster guy. Now, Miguel Luis is interesting. He's someone who's been very good at the minor league level. I don't know why we can't see his AAA stats. He definitely pitched at AAA, right? Almost certainly, but no stats have saved. I guess we're into the playoffs now. But he's somebody I will consider if we have another spot. Gonna add Enrique Magana to the playoff roster. Definitely want him. And probably Juan Divala, but I will come back to that. Kurt Casale we know is done for the year, so it's gonna have to be Matthew Nelson. Edwin Arroyo will not be on the playoff roster. Joaquin Arnold will not be on the playoff roster. One of the top prospects in all of baseball. He's not ready yet. Jesse Winker will be on the playoff roster. Noelvi Marte probably will not make it. And along the same lines of these top prospects, Alexi Vina will not be on the playoff roster. And yep, Marte is not making it either. We are down to 26. Complete playoff roster. It's most of the guys you're used to playing already. I kind of wanted Ryan McKenna to get a chance, but I think Austin Hendrick has just earned a spot more than him up to this point. The lineup against right-handers. Yandy Diaz leading off, playing first base. Tyler Stevenson hitting second behind the plate. Ellie De La Cruz mans the hot corner, hitting third in our order, followed up by Tyler O'Neill. He'll play center, and he's moving up. He had a very good season, finished strong, OPS at 866. Jake Fraley going to bat fifth and play left. Hunter Renfroe, of course, in right. His numbers were not where they needed to be this season. OPS was just 725, a huge drop-off after 2021 through 2024. He's moving down a bit in the order. Then we have Matt McClain, our trusty DH Jesse Winker, and then Jonathan India. Steer will be off the bench against righties. Encarnacion Strand is an option as well. Nelson is the backup catcher. Hendrick is the fourth or 5th outfielder. Against lefties, Jesse Winker takes a seat. Jake Fraley going to play left field. His contact numbers against lefties are so good this year, plus 10, that he's got to be hitting them well. He's going to play against lefties for this playoff series if we have one of those spots. He's going to bat 8th for us. Then it's going to be Yandy Diaz leading off. Stevenson, O'Neill moving up to 3rd. Hunter Renfroe batting cleanup. Ellie De La Cruz at short. It's an important distinction. Spencer Steer is going to play 1st. Matt McClain at 2nd. Jake Fraley and Jonathan India as our designated hitter. This is a decent team. We should have good results. And these are the lineups. Jackson Holliday leads off in a lefty-heavy lineup for the Marlins. Luis Gonzalez, Luis Arise. And here we go. Playoff baseball returns to Cincinnati. I am excited. We've got talent. It's the wild card. The wild card series. Obviously, we didn't do well enough to just skip straight to the divisional, or the division series round, as they call it here in baseball. But this is it's a decent setup for us. It's not a one-game wild card the way it used to be. You get a best of 3 now, and this is a talented Marlins pitching staff that if we can pitch well against them, I think we're going to figure out a way to win the game. They're a talented team, but they're young right now, and I think they're a ways off of being able to compete with the team that we have. Famous last words, of course. We're doing quick counts at least for this first playoff game, maybe the second, depending on how it goes. But there's Skip Schumacher. It's going to be an interesting series, I think. First to 2 wins takes it home. I think we have the advantage. And there is Hunter Green. Pitched nearly 200 innings for us this season. We'll see how the arm holds up down the stretch. 3.88 ERA. Record wasn't where you want it to be, but, you know, I wouldn't take too much stock in that. It's just a record for pitchers. It can be misleading. We'll take the ERA number a little bit more seriously. 2-2 count to start against Jackson Holliday. It's going to be a heavy diet of fastballs for this Marlins team. If you've seen Hunter Green pitch at all, you know that's what it's going to be. Heaters up in the zone as Holliday fouls off 2 consecutively. And with quick counts, the pitch count is going to be a concern pretty quickly. We have to be mindful of that, and we have to be able to make a move to the bullpen as quickly as we feel necessary. Fastball up. Tell me he swung. No swing for Luis Gonzalez. 1-0-2 up in the zone. You got to react early. We'll try to slow it down here with a change up, and we got him swinging. Luis Gonzalez goes down for out number 2 of the first inning. Hunter Green got down in the count there, but has had a fairly good first inning. Already up to 15 pitches, though, and Luis Arise is a tough out. This is the type of guy you just kind of want to pitch to contact because he's going to make contact anyway. Just try to get him to make an out, and he does. Lines out to Matt McClain. Let's hit. And here is the Marlins ace, Sandy Alcantara. 3.1 ERA this season. Also pitched an incredible amount of innings, 226. And he's a workhorse for the Marlins. We know he's going to do that. Whip is just over 1, so it's going to be very difficult to get on base. This is one of those tough games as Yandy Diaz has worked a full count. See if we can't draw a walk, but pitch down the middle, spoiled by Diaz. And look how electric the Cincinnati atmosphere is. Look at those rally towels. This is the type of thing you don't get in Madden that feels like a game changer. One of the few things MLB The Show, I think, does well in franchise mode, as Diaz will eventually ground out. But you know what? We've worked the count, and I think that's important. You know, we have a bunch of talented players, a lot of power, more so than contact. So if we can just work counts, maybe force a mistake from Alcantara, it could be 1 or 2 swings that wins the game. And that is ripped right back up the middle. Tyler Stevenson all over it. Got a sinker kind of middle away and just stayed right on it, drove it back up the middle. And that's our first hit of the game here on just our second batter as Ellie De La Cruz finds himself in a full count. Big opportunity to do some damage here. And that is a pitch to hit. Back up the middle. Nice around the back flip by Holliday. And Ellie De La Cruz cannot outrun the return throw. Double play to end the inning. Alcantara catches a break. Pitch count was higher than he'd want it to be probably, but they get out of the inning. Ellie nearly got that back up the middle, but a nice play going to his glove side, and then a flip around the back with the glove. That is incredible from Jackson Holliday. Deep fly ball. O'Neal in pursuit. Tremendous speed. And he gets to it. He's earning his money, man. I know his second half of the season was so great at the plate, but a lot of his value comes on that side of the ball, tracking down plays and balls in the outfield. As Pavin Smith will hit here for the Marlins. He is not really a name we went over, but has decent power from that left side of the plate. Couldn't catch up to 103 there. Showing the slider down and in. And Ellie De La Cruz is there to snag it for the third out of the inning. And we'll come back up to hit again. Just one hit allowed in the game so far for both pitchers. It's only been 2 innings. And we'll continue to fight. 3-1 count to Captain Clutch Rake Fraley. Take a sinker low for a strike. Another full count. Alcantara already up to 26 pitches here in the second inning. Which is what we want to do. Fraley way out in front. Just gets a piece. And that is chopped towards short. There'd be no problem for Holliday. It's out number 2. Another full count on a Renfroe. Do some damage. We'll take that. Ball 4. Renfroe gets first base with a free pass. I'll tell you, using this camera, this is strike zone 3, which is something that people actually do like. It's impossible to see pitches down. It really, really is compared to strike zone. Like, you really can't tell if that's going to be catching the zone or 2 feet below it half the time. Highly recommend switching to strike zone camera if you guys want to be competitive in this game online. But you cannot tell that that's going to be that below the zone. His camera is just not conducive to success at the plate. If you're going to play online. Here in franchise, who cares? But that ball is swung on and hit fairly well to left center field. With 2 outs, of course, Renfroe running, but to no avail. Jazz Chisholm secures the flyout, and we still can't get a run across. Only through 2 innings, but I think we've done a pretty good job against Sandy so far. Fastball down, got him swinging. Seth Brown retired. He's big power. We got to watch out about him. Second strikeout for Hunter Green in this one. As we'll face the catcher Nick Fortes, who makes contact. Weakly out to Jake Fraley. As Hunter Green wins the battle. Full count to Fortes. Already at 41 pitches. He's got to retire the 9-hitter Jacob Berry. No Marlin has reached in this game so far. We want to keep that trend going. Slider fouled off by Berry. And we'll dial up the heat. And that is a big swing from Jacob Berry. O'Neal with plenty of range. Cannot get to it. It bounces into the stands. Ground rule double. The Marlins have their first base runner. And you thought maybe Tyler O'Neill was going to be able to get to this one. Just hit a little bit too far away from him. Maybe about a step or 2, and he makes that play. As that rolls into the tunnel. We are back up to the leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. And he crushes this deep to center field. Hanging changeup, not coming back. 2-run home run for Holliday. We felt like we didn't really have to worry about. But when you hang a changeup down the middle like that, you're just hoping he's looking for the fastball. But he was sitting changeup and did not miss it. Absolutely smoked by Holliday. Dead straight away center field pretty much. And the Marlins on the board first. 2-0. Strikeout from Green, but the damage was done. Got to fight back in this game now. Holliday, traded, I assume, from the Orioles, is the reason we are trailing. Part of why I love Jonathan India in the 9 spot is he feels like a second leadoff. So with Yandy Diaz coming up next, we feel pretty confident if India is able to get on, we can get him over. But he'll fly out. 3-2 count. Again, we're working the count against Alcantara, and we'd love to get into that bullpen. They've got some decent arms, but it's really just A.J. Puck who could be a big problem for us. The rest, I think we could really get to, unless, of course, they go to somebody like Yuri Perez or, even Sixto Sanchez, someone not expected to start, as Diaz will chop a slider down the middle to short. And Holliday is the man of the game so far, has made every play at short, and, of course, had the big fly. Here is the other De La Cruz that we know of in professional baseball, or at the major league level, I should say. Brian De La Cruz, 0 for 1 in this one. We'll try to retire him again. Not biting on the slider, just because it's got to be better located. It's got to be down and away, or really away, like it was there. Down and down the middle maybe would work with a changeup, especially to lefties, maybe not so much to right-handers. As De La Cruz Doesn't even consider a swing. We'll give you what you want. Fastball up. Swung on and missed. De La Cruz retired. Hunter Green cruising so far. If we can't get 2 runs for him, we deserve to lose. Down the line, called foul. That should be a double. Tyler Stevenson robbed. Hits this one towards the same direction. Gonna be a fly out. 3-2 count, another full count to Ellie. Got a mistake pitch and has driven it deep to right center. Too much air underneath it. And a big league flyout for Ellie De La Cruz. He was standing on second base when he caught it. And that is a slider right down the middle. Unfortunate. See if this changeup works against the lefty. It sure does. Another strikeout for Hunter Green. That's what you want to do with the changeup. Throw it kind of down and away to lefties. To righties, the changeup is not really as effective of a pitch. You kind of want to throw it more for a strike. If you can land it away, you know, maybe you get a rollover or something. But it's a slider to righties. It's really going to be the most effective. You know, so it's kind of fastball, changeup to lefties, fastball, slider to righties. We'll go back to the slider, ground ball at Ellie. And that'll end the top half of the fifth. Got a hit. The pitch count is still in a manageable spot for Alcantara, excuse me. But we just haven't found the results yet. And we're having good swings, by the way. Good timing on strikes. Just Sandy's got such incredible movement that even if you do time it up right, it's such a tough thing to do is square him up. So even though in real life he's someone that does allow quite a few hits, not a whole lot of hard contact usually when he's on his game. He's had some ups and downs in real life in 2023, but has been super dominant in 2025 in the game. But that's a mistake pitch, squared up by Fraley. 106 off the bat, right to the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Good at bat, good swing, not a good result. Good pitch to hit. Unfortunately, it's only an inside-out type swing for McLean. Great speed, can't beat out the throw from Holiday. And we still just have the one hit. Tyler Stevenson single in the first inning. Other than that, have not really found first base too often. Couple of walks maybe for Sandy. But if it's in the zone, it doesn't really seem to matter the timing. We just can't really hit it well enough. Here's Jackson Holiday. Homered his last time up. Now tries to lay down a bunt. It's interesting. Homer last time. Now he's going to settle for a single. Well, maybe he knew that was going to happen. Pop up to McLean. Out number 2. Fastball dotted up and away. Strike 3. It's another strikeout for Green. Surely wishing his offense would do something. Just 3 hits combined in this game so far. A real pitcher's duel. But the 2-run home run that I thought might come on our end has been the difference in this one. Sandy still plenty of energy. We gotta do something. I don't know. I can't say be more patient. He's at 85 pitches. Gotta get better results. And that is a 90-mile-per-hour changeup right down the middle. 3rd strikeout for Alcantara. What is the timing on that? Good timing. Swung on and missed. You're killing me, team. You're killing me. Another full count. Come on, Jonathan. Work a walk. Didn't want to swing. Got a pitch that we had to swing at. Inside out. Driven pretty deep to right field, actually. But hauled in by Luis Gonzalez. And India is retired. And Sandy's at 94 pitches here in the 6th. Have to deal with Yandy Diaz. 5 for 9 in his career against Alcantara. I'd like a 2-out rally. We can somehow manage it. You know, I'm considering a contact swing. I never do that online. Ever. Only regular swing. But a contact swing, I think, could be wise. Didn't do it that time. Ripped it to left field. 106 off the bat again. Tracked down by Brian De La Cruz. Sandy getting some pretty good luck right now. And we'll see if we see him for the next inning. I anticipate that we probably will, as that one is ripped past Renfroe. And Arise, the singles machine, gets a double to lead off the top half of the 7th. Gotta leave him at second base. Or leave him on the bases at the very least. He was able to turn and burn on 103, and it's back-to-back base hits. Arise probably will score. Here's a throw from O'Neal, not cut off, and Arise with the 3rd run of this game, matching his jersey number. Jazz Chisholm comes up big. Got a fastball away on the black. Just managed to stay on it and drive it back up the middle for a base knock. We're going to get a mound visit for Hunter Green. He's at 100 pitches. We're going to get somebody up in the bullpen. It's going to be probably TJ Antone and Caleb Ferguson. Ground ball. This could be 2. There's 1 to McLean. Back on a first. Very, very much needed double play that Hunter Green manages to get. 105 pitches now. 2 lefties coming up. We're going to see if Hunter Green can get through Pavin Smith. Fly ball at Fraley. We're going to let this one drop, and it actually goes past Jake Fraley. He fields it quickly. How is that a double? That's going to be it for Hunter Green. You know, a decent start, but obviously not what we wanted in the end. We're going to bring on Caleb Ferguson for hopefully 1 out. Fly ball at Fraley. We'll see if he can make a play on this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Still no runs for us. Marlins doing just enough. 5 hits, but 3 runs. I don't even know that they've walked. And he is back out there. Here's pitch number 100. Initially was looking to take that. Ended up being in a decent spot to hit. Driven hard, but fouled on the first base line. 1-2 now. Very close ball as A.J. Puck and Joe Mantiply, 2 lefties up in the bullpen. Double barrel action for the Marlins. And that should be another base hit as Tyler O'Neill is the only Red with a hit so far. Has 2 of them now. It's a leadoff hitter on, though. We'll see how long the leash is for Alcantara. 3-1 to Ellie. He's been very, very, very afraid of Ellie the entire game. He's only seen 3 ball counts. Here's a walk. And now runners on first and second. Nobody out for Tyler O'Neill. Sandy at 109 pitches. Here's 110. Ball 2. 1 swing could tie it. We're not playing to bunt here. There's ball 3. Sandy has lost the zone. This could be a take spot, but 3-1, you might get the best pitch you're going to see. And that is a pitch they hit. O'Neill clobbers it to left. Station to station, we have bases loaded. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Suddenly, the offense is coming alive. Pitch down the middle. O'Neill did not miss it. Kept it low, so we couldn't line out to Brian De La Cruz. 111 off the bat. And Sandy's going to stay in. It's the clutchest player on this team, Jake Fraley. Anxious to ambush that one. Sandy's got him down 1-2 in the count. He might shift to a contact swing style approach here. That is back up the middle. Sandy fields, goes home with it to double play. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now runners on second and third. No runs have scored and 2 outs. Hunter Renfroe will need a hit. Sandy at 118 pitches, still with green energy, stays in the game. That is an absolutely massive double play. That is the biggest play of the game. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jake Fraley had been so clutch for us the entire year. And just killed the best shot we've had at a run the entire game. Nice play by Sandy. You know, maybe hit a little bit harder. It goes back up the middle. A run scores. And Renfroe strikes out. We get 0. And that probably is it for Sandy. Unbelievable. Curveball hit back up the middle. Nick Fortes reaches to start the top of the 8th for Miami. Yeah, I don't know what we do about Caleb Ferguson here. I wanted him for Jackson Holliday and Luis Gonzalez if we got that far. We just got to try and get a double play or something. A pop-up works. That'll be the first out of the inning. Renfroe gets underneath it. We'll fire to first, but probably no play. Curveball, strike 3. Holliday went. Check swing, could not hold it back. And Caleb Ferguson's done a good job. Just got to get through Luis Gonzalez. Pop up, that'll do it. I can't really blame the pitching in this game. I think we've done a good job. 3 runs is not insane in 8 innings. Our offense has just been completely MIA as Sandy stays out there. at 124 pitches. How long is the leash? 3-1 to Matt McClain. We were taking all the way on that. It's a ground ball waiting to happen. And they sat down AJ Puck. Reynaldo Lopez is now up, as he was actually just traded from the White Sox to the Angels last night as I record this. And that is exactly what we were looking to avoid. Had to swing 3-2. Ground ball out for McClain. Same exact pitch. 3-1 to Winker. If Jesse Winker can find first base, pitch to hit, we're looking to walk. He's at 132 pitches. I don't know how much longer he's going to be in this game. Back-to-back sliders again. That one way better. And Winker gets out. I was thinking if he could reach base, we'd have India and then Yandy Diaz. Those are two really, really good guys at getting singles. As India drives this one to right center. Finally, another base runner for us. We started to get to Sandy, but then 2 quick outs eliminated that. A 2-out double gives us some hope. That could have scored Jesse Winker. We might have even decided to pinch run, but Schumacher will make a change. It's going to be Reynaldo Lopez. He's had a good year, 3.38 ERA. He'll face Yandy Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. We need a base hit. We got to get on the board. That's a tough pitch. That slider I thought was going to hang down the middle. Ended up getting a little bit away. Tried to stay back on it. Throw it foul. Fastball. Base hit. Nope, hanging up. 104 off the bat. Screaming right to another outfielder. We've seen that a lot today. More lefties. I'm going to keep Caleb Ferguson out here. First sign of a base runner, though, and he's going to be done. But his pitch count actually isn't crazy. Only 19 pitches for Ferguson, who I thought would be, a one-inning guy, but is now out here in his 3rd inning. Obviously has not completed those, as Arise gets a rare strikeout. But he's been very, very effective. Got the last out of the 7th. Easy 8th. And now into the 9th to face another lefty. And we'll probably make a change after this pitch, hopefully. Jazz manages to lay off. Go back to that cutter down. Ground ball at India. Jazz runs well. But India gets the out. And Caleb Ferguson has done a great job. Again, this is not that challenging of a lineup. But they've done a good job today. We're going to get Andrew Abbott up to face the lefties if it gets that far. And then, of course, probably Alexis Diaz if we're able to tie it up. Need one more out from Antone. And we will get it. Sinker kind of jammed him a bit. And it's last licks. Our last chance to do something. It's Stevenson, De La Cruz, and Tyler O'Neill. Those are some names you like to see. We got to find a way on. And we know we can hit Lopez. Hit him hard last inning. Just didn't really get the results. One double, we'll take that. And then a screaming line drive to right. A lot of lineouts in this game for this Reds team. That's just the way it goes sometimes. That's just baseball. That's a pitch to hit. Stevenson drives it deep to right center. This one's got a chance. This one is caught at the wall. Jazz tracks it down in deep right center and takes away sure extra bases from Tyler Stevenson. Would have been a great start to the 9th inning. Was not to be. That is ball 4. Ellie walks again. 3-1. He's not going to swing at that. And that's what we needed, a base runner. He's got to stay out of the double play. If O'Neill can reach, again, it's one swing away. They're worried about the stolen base. It's a possibility to get out of the double play, obviously, but not really something I want to do, even with how good Ellie is at swiping bases. Ground ball back up the middle. Stopped by Lopez. O'Neill runs really well. Here's the play. Got him at first. Wow. I mean, a double play would have been much worse, obviously. And there was potential for it on that one. But somehow finding a way to reach. Good timing again. Couldn't get the result. It's all up to Jake Fraley. You got to find a way to reach, Jake. You got to find a way. Ball 2. Count now even. 2-2. You got to find a way to make him pay. Pitch to hit. 104 off the bat. Right at Arise. Marlins win, take game 1 of this wild card series behind that man, Sandy Alcantara. And we had 4 hits. Thought Hunter Green did a good job. Offense did not show up. Had some really good swings. Hit the ball really hard, but a lot of outs. In this game, we hit, what is that, 7 to 8 balls over 100 miles per hour, and 4 of them were outs, 3 of them hits, and 1 of them was fouled off. It is unlucky. The Marlins in this game had 1 out on a ball over 100 miles per hour, 4 hits, including a pitch out of the zone. Now, we are facing elimination. It's going to be Tarek Skubal against Edward Cabrera in what is quite literally a must-win game. Same lineup, need different results. Just 3 Reds hitters got a hit last game. That's got to change. And here we go. Gonna need that man to come through. Tarek Skubal. Traded for him. He's been very good for us. 3.07 ERA. He's very much enjoyed being a Red, and we need him to show it today. Got to deal with these Marlins hitters. Got to get results. That's a good start. Jackson Holliday, K. You know, Jace Peterson is not someone I expected to see today. Lefty's hitting second in the order for Miami. Wonder if he has reverse splits and hits lefties better. See if we can't get a high heater past him. Very good take. 2-2. 12-6. Another foul ball. He's really fighting out there, to his credit. He really, really is. Good takes and foul balls. Good take, idiot. Back to the dugout. Another strikeout for Tarek Skubal. That's 2 out of 2. And that is very well located. Didn't want to swing up and away, or up and in earlier. We go slightly up and away. And it's another lefty. This is what we needed. A lefty starter to control this Miami order full of lefties. That is a good 1-2-3 inning to start. I've got an idea. How about we get a hit or 2? Or 10 against Miami. There is Edward Cabrera. He's had a good season. His whip, however, is much higher than Sandy's on the year. It was 1.03 compared to Cabrera's 1.32, meaning he allows quite a few more runners on base per inning. So being patient could be a strength of ours if he's going to walk guys. Here's the 3-2 to Yandy Diaz. That's a pitch to hit. Diaz, ground ball at second base. Arise, roaming over. And his momentum carrying him towards second base. Still manages to make the play. And it's already off to a bad start. A nice leadoff runner would have been awesome. Tyler Stevenson, as always, though, is our best chance at a base runner. That's probably a pitch you got to take 3-1. Full count now. But that pitch count is already over 10. And it's going to continue to rise. We are going to work the count this game. Cabrera is not Sandy Alcantara. He's Sandy Alcantara light. And that is a strikeout. Oh, that changeup. That's a tough pitch. We've seen this before. 3-2 count to Ellie. Got him swinging. Edward Cabrera might be better than Sandy. 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Sandy had like 3 in 6 innings. He was just a contact machine. Cabrera getting us swinging and missing. Strike 3. These lefties, I love to see them. Skubal gets his 3rd strikeout. Trying to get Jacob Berry to end this inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball. To elevate and celebrate. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Skubal. 4 now in 2 innings. Another strikeout. We're timing it up. They're just not making contact. Was that good timing? Just early. Make contact, please. This is not... Oh, my God. This is not that good of a pitcher. Yeah, he's had a good season. Not going to discredit that. But he's looking like... He's looking like... I don't know, prime Roger Clemens. What is this? Pitch to hit. Rip back up the middle at 107. Love these exit velos for outs. Weird. It's just our season's over. Nah, Skubal's gonna get us back in it. He's gonna throw a complete game shutout. We're gonna win. De La Cruz has flinched at some of these breaking balls low. Fastball low gets him. Can't take that. way behind on the fastball. And potentially going to walk our first batter here. Down 3-1 to Seth Brown. Now 3-2. Can't give in. A walk's fine. We're going to try to get that strikeout. Brown spoils it. Just late on a slider away. Elevating and celebrating. Another strikeout for Skubal. As that trade is looking amazing so far. He struck out 2 in every inning he's pitched so far. We are still looking for a base runner. McLean will line out to second base. Ooh. Backdoor breaking ball, curveball down and away. But a very good take by Winker. We've got our first base runner. Jesse works the walk. And here is Jonathan India. Got to work to right center. Winker does not run well. Obviously would not consider a pinch run in the 3rd inning, though. Especially given how we've hit in this series so far. Only 1 game, I get it. And then a handful of innings, of course. 3-2. That was low enough we could tell it was going to be a ball easily. Ball count could send Winker here. We're going to. But it doesn't matter. Ball 4. India works a walk. Getting out of the way of a curveball that clearly got away from Cabrera. And now it's the top of the order. Runners on first and second for Yandy Diaz. Get a hit. There's ball 2. Not going to try and advance on that. Another player we traded for. He's been a really good piece for us as he grounds it to first base. There's one. Back on to first. Double play. Strike 3. Got him looking. Breaking ball caught the bottom of the zone. 7 Ks now for Skubal. Dominant on the mound. Pitches have been well located. They really have been. And we're getting some phenomenal results right now. Ground ball. That's the first hit of the game for Miami. Past the diving Ellie De La Cruz. Jace Peterson's been the toughest out of the game so far, so it makes sense that he'd be their first hit. Didn't really hit this that well, obviously. Slider off the plate. And just managed it to scoop it by Ellie. Just managed to. Oh, that is ripped. Back-to-back base hits for Miami. They're going to try to go first to third. Here's a throw from O'Neal. Not even close. Runners on the corners now. Just 1 out. Tried to throw a pitch for a ground ball double play. Sinker obviously got elevated and not the result we wanted. Still trying to get that double play. There it is. India to McLean. Jumping, leaping, and not able to throw in time to get the double play. Marlins again strike first. Unbelievable. And they're stealing. Pop fly, make sure it doesn't matter as Renfroe catches it. Thank you. All right. We are staring at elimination. We got to get a run so badly. I'm so afraid to swing at any pitch because it's going to be an out pretty much no matter what. So we just got to pray for walks. Tyler Stevenson draws one to start the bottom of the 4th. No reason to ever swing. If we do, it's going to be an out no matter what. As I swing right away. We gotta hope we walk. That's our only chance. Swung on and belted deep to left. We are on the board of the series. Guess who? It's Tyler O'Neal. And I think that went off the facing of the second deck. We'll take another look. Tyler O'Neal gives us the lead for the first time in the playoffs. About time. And who but Tyler O'Neal, to be honest. Are you surprised? The Tylers give us the lead. Stevenson on first, and O'Neal drives him in a huge way. Absolutely crushed. No doubter. And a moonshot that, yep, hit off, I think, the facade there. Unreal. We finally have a lead. We finally scored a run. It only took us, what, 13, 14 innings into the 13th. Renfroe doesn't line out, thankfully. That gets past Jackson Holiday. We just had to have early swing timing. Good is bad. Be early, and you can get a base hit. Renfroe with a 2-out single. Full count now to McLean, praying for a walk. Pitch to hit, though. It's actually driven fairly deep to left field. Going back is De La Cruz, looking up, and it is out of here. Two-run home runs in the inning. Matt McLean benefits of playing at Great American Small Park. 370 to left center, gets out of here. Love to see it, and we needed that desperately. Not only do we have the lead, now we have a little bit of insurance. It's 4-1, as Tarek Skubal, I'm sure, is going to love that. Got a pitch to hit. I said, don't swing this inning. And you know what? They said, nah, we got you. We're going to swing anyway, and we're finally going to get hits. We go from not being able to score a run the entire first game of the series, the first 3 complete innings, barely even got anybody on base, to now 3 hits and 4 runs in this game in an instant. In an instant. Pitch to hit. Good timing. Fastball right down the middle. Winker hits it sky high. And that'll end the 4th. But we are finally on the board. 2 big flies. O'Neill. McLean. Love to see it. Need Skubal to keep dealing. It's going to be a tough play for Renfroe. He ends up getting to it. As there is somebody working in that Miami bullpen. Let's see who's next after Cabrera, and if we see them to start the bottom of the 5th. Ryan De La Cruz was Houston? Did he ever play for the Astros, or was he just a prospect? I feel like he was just a prospect. I want to say he debuted with Miami either 2 years ago or last year. I wanted to say last year, but I felt like his breakout was last year. So it had to have been 2021, right? He strikes out to end the inning. Skubal's dealing, and we'll face, I think, the Uber driver, Devin Smeltzer. Is he the? No, that's Randy Dobnak. Never mind. Yep, 2021 debut for Brian De La Cruz. Never played for the Astros, although we see what his history is. Oh, it's 1-2. Hold on. Yep, signed with the Astros. International free agent in 2013. Oh my goodness, that's so long ago. That's baseball's crazy. Was traded to the Marlins with Austin Pruitt for Jimmy Garcia. Okay. And then debuted against the Yankees. Yeah, I felt like I remembered that. Jonathan India grips it and rips it to the gap. That one is going to be off the wall. Nearly a home run for India. I didn't think it was going to be, and then I thought it had a chance to squeak over. Unlucky for India, that wall's so high. But that is a beautiful shot. We love facing lefties. This lineup is built for it. It really, really is. Off the middle of that wall. And it's going to be Yandy Diaz, who loves lefties, down in the count. See if we can fight back. Just get him over. That is a really, really tough pitch. Fly ball. De La Cruz comes on, makes the play. Bad pitch to hit there. Need to make better swings. Just had not seen that fastball inside like that. Did not know that was going to be that far off the plate. Good timing from Tyler Stevenson. Somehow it's foul with good timing. Or ball on the black. I guess good timing is bad timing. 2-2 now. Back up the middle. Smeltzer makes the play. A leadoff double really is not going to give us anything. Devastating. Now, Ellie doesn't hit lefties quite as well as he does righties. Down 1-2 in the count. Still has pretty good power, though. Ooh, just gets a piece. Smeltzer, he's not nasty. But his arm slot is a little bit weird. So we're having a little bit of trouble with him to start. And that's going to be a jam shot. Inside out. Ellie De La Cruz with a single. As I said, bad timing's better. Be late, be great. Hit it to right center. Ellie with an RBI single. Love to see it. That's what I'm talking about. 2-out RBI single. Ellie takes off for second base. Picks a perfect pitch to run on. He's got second easily. It's a 74-mile-per-hour curveball. 2-1. Was that called a ball? Okay, not complaining. Ellie takes off for third. Pitch to hit. Here's a throw. Not in time. Ellie swipes third. That's what he can do when you can get him on. Ellie De La Cruz with 2 stolen bases now in the inning. And a pass ball probably scores him. Pitch to hit. It's a base hit. Yes! Diving stop by Holiday. O'Neill runs too well. We knew it off the bat. RBI single for O'Neill that stays in the infield. Ellie De La Cruz scores easily. That's what you can do with Ellie. steals second, steals third. If he's on second there, he does not score. And it's another base hit back up the middle. Tyler O'Neill pushing for third. Here's a throw, not in time. We are running wild on the Marlins. Tyler O'Neill showing the speed. Jake Fraley with a hit off the lefty, and we could break this game wide open. 3-1 count to Hunter Renfroe. Here we go. Oh, I wanted it. Probably ball four. Power swung and everything. Full count. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and we'll do it again. Runner takes off. Renfroe gets a good piece of this. Deep to right center field. That's going to clear the bases. 2 RBI double for Hunter Renfroe with 2 outs as his 2-out rally is coming alive. Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Redfro. Got a pitch to hit on the outside part of the plate. Stayed back on it. Went with the baseball. Hit it all the way to the track. And this game is completely different than it seemed to be just an inning ago. Unbelievable. Vic Wilkerson now on for Miami, but suddenly it's 8-1. I've been telling you, we just have to get to the bullpen. And Vic Wilkerson, I mean, that's not the guy either. He might get an out or 2, or 3 or 6. He could get a lot of outs, right? But this is probably not a guy that's going to come in and dominate. Ripped by Matt McClain into a hard out at a rise, but 8-1. Skubal now has a lot of room to work with. He's at 84 pitches. I think we're going to let that ride. Oh, look at McClain ranging over. That was destroyed off the bat of Seth Brown. Very lucky to range over and get that. The speedy McClain tracks it down. But Skubal, we need some innings. We want to save that bullpen. We have an 8-1 lead. I would pretty much allow Skubal, provided he stays like under 110, 115 pitches. I would allow him to give up 4 or 5 runs, not even worry about it. He still seems to have plenty of energy. And this has been one of the tougher outs the entire game. Jace Peterson, 1 for 2. And it's going to be another hit. I guess we could have expected that. Lefty-lefty changeup. Just should have been smarter with the pitch selection, to be honest. Fly ball at Fraley, hit very well by Arise. Doesn't have that power. Fraley tracks it down, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. We've done everything we could have. 8 runs is more than I expected by a lot after that first game. So what happened in the 6th, the 7th, 8th, doesn't really matter as long as we pitch well. And that is a good start to the inning regardless. So we're not going to complain about a base hit. Be late, be great. Winker down the third base line, pushing for second. Here's the play, not in time. Winker slides into second head first with a double. Great start to the inning. And then this is what I've talked about, the second leadoff with Jonathan India. India into Yandy Diaz to Tyler Stevenson. If we can't get Jesse Winker to score, we are in trouble. And I'll tell you what, Jesse Winker is going to be pinch run for in this spot. He's our DH. We have an 8-run lead. Austin Hendricks is going to come in to run. I think that's a good move. Always move to the outfield if we need to, but that's good speed. Hopefully further solidifies him scoring. And now he should score easily. Jonathan India loved the left center gap. Now goes to right center. Back-to-back doubles for the Reds. This one, I mean, I don't want to say it's over. It is only the 6th inning. They have some more opportunities, but we are all over their pitching. I told you, we were made to hit lefties. A couple of 2-run home runs off Edward Cabrera was huge for us, but it was the lefties that got brought in from Miami that completely, ruined their chances of winning this game. Yandy Diaz, frozen rope at center. We are going to tag. India gets third fairly easily. Yandy Diaz does the job. Doesn't get a hit, but does the job. And then Tyler Stevenson, I feel like we have a pretty good chance to score Jonathan India from third base. And that should get it done. That's actually going to be over the head of the right fielder. And this is a doubles inning for sure. Another double. Tyler Stevenson slides into second safely. It's 10-1. Oh, struck out Ellie De La Cruz. Back-to-back fastballs up. Thought we had him timed up pretty well, but yep, back-to-back good timing, swings and misses. Very well-located fastballs. Just two pitchers' pitches, we swung at both of them. Couldn't make contact, and then out and ahead of that changeup. Vic Wilkerson gets out of it. I was going to say they're leaving him out there to die, but he does the job. Get us to the 8th. That's all you have to do, Tarek. Get us to the 8th. Nice play by McLean. Ground ball at Diaz. Go ahead and flip this over to Skubal. 2 away. It is all sinkers through probably too many in a row. That one's going to get to the right center field gap. Renfroe in pursuit. Easy double for Miami. Sticking with Skubal, though. Ground ball. Diving stop by De La Cruz. Can't get the tag. Shows off the arm. Got him. Headed to the bottom of the 7th in cruise control. No pun intended. Oh, that one is absolutely obliterated. I mean, I couldn't even find the word that was hit so hard. Hunter Renfroe. End the game. Mercy rule. He's singled, he's doubled, and now he's homered. I don't know if we're going to find that triple for the cycle here in the wild card, but yeah, that's pretty good. Hunter Renfroe just crushes this one. Wilkerson challenges him with a fastball, but kind of like belt high, maybe a bit lower. Renfroe golfs it out. 408 to center. Yeah, no chance for Chisholm. We're going to bring on Michael Fulmer. Yeah, we'll waste another reliever. We'll take that. Austin Hendrick into the game, hitting for Jesse Winker. Of course, came around to score earlier. Ground ball out. It's all right, though. Do we let Skubal see the 8th? I think we do. Energy into the yellow for Skubal. Don't really care. He's just dominating right now. Ooh, ball 4. De La Cruz takes low and away. And this could be the last batter, but it's multiple lefties in a row. So we'll see. Sinker, that's a base hit. Back-to-back base hits surrendered in the top of the 8th. Could be time. Top of the order, we're going to keep pitching. They're just taking these. They're taking pitches that they were not taking earlier in the game. Hitting the ball a little bit harder. I want to work this sinker. I want to get out of it. Double play. Come on. Ground ball at Diaz. Goes to second one. McLean back on a first double play. Exactly what we needed from Skubal. Jace Peterson's been a tough out all game. He's done. Magana coming on. I know 3 lefties in a row. Enrique Magana can do it. Only went an inning and a third in the regular season. Didn't allow a base runner. Or didn't allow a run. See what he can do against Jace Peterson. On him 1-2 in the count. Big looper. Ooh, taken by Jace. Changeup got him swinging. Magana retires Jace Peterson. And we are headed to the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Don't need to do much. Insurance would be nice, always, but I'm just excited to get back out there and hopefully end this game with a win. That's ball 4. Didn't really think we swung at that. Oh, that's crushed. Get out of here, ball. Tyler Stevenson got us another. 12-1 Reds. Yeah, I mean, if you give us a pitch that we can elevate and, pull in the air, of course, elevate, there's a good chance it's going to get out here when we're playing at home. Tyler Stevenson got a pitch to hit. Hold it in the air. Automatic home run. I mean, this is night and day compared to game 1. This is unbelievable. All right, Ellie grounds out to end the 8th. Here we go. 9th inning. Can Enrique Magana deal with 3-4-5 in the Marlins order? We have an 11-run lead. I would say he should be able to. Not a bad start. There's one. That one's hit pretty hard. Hanging up for O'Neal, maybe. Yes! No! He can't make the play! It's going to be a triple for Jazz. Didn't locate that pitch well. That changeup is going to be fantastic against lefties. Should have thrown that to Jazz. Run scores. It affects his ERA. We don't really care. We just want that win. That's a mistake. That's going to be another extra base hit, probably. Renfroe's got a great throwing arm, though. Could be close at second base, but it will be a double for Barry. Ground ball. Diaz makes the play. Game over. Reds win. And we have forced a game 3, thankfully. 12-2. This one not even close. Not even close. An outburst offensively in the middle of the game. Back-to-back 4-run innings, and then just stayed consistent, getting more insurance throughout. Marlins really never stood a chance after that. Renfroe, 3 for 4 with a home run. Stevenson homered. O'Neill homered. India with a pair of doubles. Way more of a fun game than the first one. Skubal was also fantastic, by the way. Nearly went 8 innings. 8 strikeouts. And it's going to be Graham Ashcraft versus a lefty. Trevor Rogers. I like our chances. Here we go. Spencer Steer into the lineup. Jake Fraley is hitting against lefties. He's been a bit cold, though. 125 in this short series. Not going to take too much stock in that. It is a very small sample. But wild card finale here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Who advances? Will it be the Marlins? Will it be the Reds? Graham Ashcraft hopes and will hopefully will us to the next round. Now, Jackson Holliday's lone hit in this series was a home run. Need to limit him, but he mainly has not been too much of a factor other than that. I don't know if he's even reached base, but the 2-run home run was huge. Jake Fraley tracks it down. There's a fly out. So many lefties in this order. This cutter's got to work today. That's the pitch against lefties. That cutter in, hopefully breaking some bats, is going to be the pitch that will win us this game if Ashcraft does what he needs to. Easy 1-2-3. Ashcraft's going to allow a lot more contact. Just need to make sure the contact is not hard and it results in outs. Trevor Rogers had a very good season. Whip was pretty high, though, at 1.47. And our lineup is really built to hit lefties, as I've said, plenty of times. We got to get to Rogers early. This actually might be a decent start. Diaz deep to right field. Has a chance. Leaping at the wall. Not making the play. And Yandy Diaz has started us off as strong as you possibly could. A leadoff solo shot, and we are on the board early. Oppo Taco. Didn't know if this was going to go off the bat. Thought it had a chance. It kept carrying. And when Luis Gonzalez kept going back and back and back and suddenly leapt at the wall, we knew this one probably was going to get out of here. Upon the leap, we thought, maybe there's a chance he brings it back, as devastating as that would be. But he couldn't do it, and it's 1-0. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit. It's nice to see changeups being hung down the middle, and we are actually hitting them. 109 off the bat, back up the middle. Really nice. O'Neill has had a nice playoff series. Was the reason that we kind of got everything going there in Game 2. But this probably will be a fly out. Chisholm ranges a long way, but does make the play. First out of the inning. This is a guy who just destroys lefties. Hunter Renfroe against Trevor Rogers. I like our chances, and that's going to be a base hit down the third base line. Can't advance with Tyler Stevenson. First and second, 1 down. And Elly De La Cruz hitting just 143 in this wild card series. However, has reached base many times via the walk. And we might be looking at another, as it's 3-1. We are going to let it fly, though, if we get a pitch to hit. This is not a take 3-2 and hope he throws a ball. Goes with the changeup 3-2. Very good pitch. Elly just a bit out in front of that. Swings and misses. Full count. And that is not a pitch you want to swing at. Doesn't matter. Elly's bat control is exceptional. He pokes it out into center field. RBI single. Run scores, of course. And Hunter Renfroe gets to third. Elly doing the job. Not a good pitch to swing at. Elly just flicks the bat out there. I guess it finds the barrel, and we find another run. Elly takes off for second base. Actually throw through. He had no chance to get him. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Elly De La Cruz is a menace on the base path. Here's Steer. First at bat in this playoff series. 2-2 on him after a ball. Steer hits lefties. Steer is a good player. Could be in our lineup every day. but isn't right now, mainly because of Yandy Diaz, I would say. Ooh, that is a tough slider. Check swing, said he went around, and Steer is retired. In order to get these guys in, we're going to have to get a base hit here from Matt McLean. Fly ball would have been nice there, but couldn't do it. Matt McLean now behind 1-2. Just got to get a better pitch to hit. Full count to McLean. Don't really love lefty-lefty with Fraley, even though he's hit them better this year. So we're looking to swing here. And that's a pitch to hit. Matt McLean goes to straightaway center field. Chisholm going back at the wall. Reaches up, makes the play. Tough one. Didn't think it was going to get out. McLean gave it a ride, but we leave two stranded. Inside out, jammed him. McLean over, makes the play. End of the second. Or end of the top half of the second. Oh, okay. I'm drunk all of a sudden. Drunk on success. Come on, Fraley. Good take. 3-2 to Fraley. That is a hanger. Fraley deep to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. No, it isn't. I got you. Were you paying attention? That definitely went foul, right? Jake Fraley. Lefty crime moonshot, maybe over the foul pole. I got to take a second look at it. Fraley finally with a hit, and it's lefty. Let's take a look at this. I thought that definitely went foul. No, over the foul pole. Hooking and called fair. Not complaining, we'll take it. 3-0 Reds. India draws a walk. 3-0 is not a big enough lead. I think like 5 and we can feel a little bit more comfortable, but it's so early in this game. We're going to try and pour on as much as we can, as early as we can. Diaz looking for 2 there. Stevenson crushes this to center field. Still actually have a chance. Chisholm going back at the wall, leaping, cannot make the play. It's another home run for Tyler Stevenson. Gotta love it. He's getting hot at the right time. Stevenson kind of got inside out, you know, a little bit jammed on that for hitting it as far as he did. Kind of surprised to see that go over the fence, but Tyler Stevenson has given us some insurance. Got in on him a bit, but he brought the hands in and forced it out. Love it. Thought Chisholm was about to make a crazy play, climbing the wall. But nope. Crushed. Absolutely annihilated on a line. Not coming back. Another home run for the Reds. This is what we want. I told you, we just needed to face a lefty. Hunter Renfroe obliterates one. I mean, I thought it'd be more off the bat, but just on a line. Scraped over the wall. And found one of the first or second rows. And your day's done, pal. They're bringing in another lefty. It's Devin Smeltzer again. Postseason ERA is 54. He had a tough time last game. We'll see if he has better luck. It looks like the Marlins are giving up by throwing out Devin Smeltzer, to be honest. But that changeup has us out in front with Ellie. That ends the second. Another strikeout for Graham Ashcraft. Back-to-back. It's number 3 on the game. It's been a heavy diet of cutters inside to these lefties. Finally goes sinker away. Gonna be a tough play for Fraley. He lays out, can't make the play. Pretty much guaranteed 2. We'll see if he tries to stretch the 3. No. It's a 2-out double. Probably gonna be 2 either way there. Ground ball, that's what we gotta do. Cutters into these lefties. Another out. Another clean inning. Oh, Spencer Steer. Get out of here, ball. No doubt about it. Second deck for Steer. 7-0 Cincinnati. It's over. It's over. Call it. Throw in the towel. Spencer Steer getting the start against a lefty. They go to lefties out of the pen. What are you doing? Smeltzer. Belted. Beltzer. I don't know. Fireworks going crazy in right center. Let's see if we can get some more. I'll take it. It's a fastball down the middle at 90. Just early from McLean. Fouled off. Ooh, Fraley with a base hit. Okay, we'll take that. Seeing eye ground ball straight back up the middle. Come on, Yandy. You love the lefty. That could have been home run number 2. Yandy Diaz deep to center. And it's another long fly ball out for these Reds. It's just when the fastball is coming in at 89, it really is tough to generate enough power to really get that out to center field. A lot of the time, you know, the pitch does a lot of the work for you. It's coming in at 95, 98. It's easier to hit that ball out because it's coming in harder with more force. You can hit it out with more. But, 89, it's tough to really get that out. Have to hit it perfectly. 3-2, I mean, you're getting a strike. We're not walking. If you earn a single or a double, fine. And it looks like this is probably going to be 2. Fraley gets it in quickly, but it is a double. For Luis Gonzalez to lead off the top of the 4th. Just didn't want to go only cutters, but where we're getting our best results. Tyler O'Neill going to have to make a play. Laying out and snags it. Diving stop by Tyler O'Neill. Runner advances to third, but that is a heck of a play by Tyler O'Neill in center to rob the Marlins and Luis Arraez of a base hit as Chisholm, who was the All-Star MVP in 2023, swings at a pitch that was going to hit him. And if you do connect with the cutter at 100, that's all you can do, is pull it foul. 3-2, though. Seems like he's going to take it. We're going to show him this changeup. Ooh, good take. Okay, this is getting a little bit scary. Bases loaded, 1 out. We are going to at least get our long relievers up in Abbott and Chirinos. We will trade an out or a run for a double play possibility, but the Marlins will score their first run on the line drive to center by Pavin Smith. 7-1 now. And strike 3. Seth Brown chases back-to-back cutters just off the plate, swings through them. And Ashcraft continues to do a good job, works out of the jam enough. Stevenson looking for hit number 3. Chisholm too fast in the outfield, never had a chance. Ripped it, though. I will say Devin Smeltzer, for the most part, has come in and done a pretty nice job. He really has not been crushed the way I thought he would. Although Jake Fraley is hot in this game. 2 for 2 with a homer, and it was off a lefty. I think the other hit was off a lefty as well. Have we faced a righty in this one? I'm not sure that we have. Fraley looking for homer number 2. Deep to center field. Chisholm back at the wall. Reaching up. Makes the catch. How big is this ballpark? It's Great American Small Park for a reason. How does it hold that? How does it hold that ball in the park? Unreal. It's cutter after cutter after cutter for Graham. All on the black. Arraez has been able to handle him. I will say that. He's very good at getting the bat in there and managing to poke it out, find the space to double for him with 1 out. But these other lefties can't handle the cutter. Jazz jammed. Should be out number 2. Sinker. Diaz makes the play. And this throw is going to be not handled by Steer. All right. Another base runner. Strike 3. Down goes Pavin Smith. Graham Ashcraft continues to deal. Ooh, another base hit. Yandy Diaz had a ground ball back up the middle. O'Neill, little punchy, out to center. Take that. Just punched it out there. Love that. And Hunter Renfroe, I'd love a dagger. I mean, it's 7-1. We feel pretty good about this one. Smeltzer's thrown 33 balls to just 44 strikes. I'd love to strike right down the middle. Wild out of the zone, wild in the zone. Renfroe up in the air, deep to left field, has a chance. It is gone. Another home run for Renfroe. 3rd of the postseason, and he is on fire right now. Hunter Renfroe. A little bit cold this year. Regular season numbers weren't exactly what we wanted. In the playoffs, he is an animal. Absolute animal. Fastball inner half at 87. Yeah, Renfroe's going to handle that. Turn and burn. Crush to left field. And they're going to bring in another lefty. Have you not learned your lesson at this point? It's 10-1 for a reason. Base hit Ellie De La Cruz. And you know what we do. When Ellie gets on base, we're running. Spencer Steer gets a hold of this one. Going back. Jazz Chisholm leaping, can't make the play. It's a 2-home run game for Spencer Steer. As I said, throw in the towel. It's over. Spencer Steer loves hitting here. Kills lefties. And didn't even have to steal with Ellie De La Cruz. Steer said, I got you. I'll drive him in with one swing. The 2-out rally is real. Ashcraft at 100 pitches has a big lead to work with. I don't even know if we're going to use Bruzdar or Alexis Diaz this series. I hope we don't. They're going to be as fresh as ever. I mean, we might as well get them some work, but why would you take Ashcraft out? This cutter is going to work against the lefties. This is a tremendous start. He's going to be out of the game, actually. Oh, Lord. Okay. Nick Fortes takes a sinker on the inner half and just crushes it. Yeah, I don't know. I think Nick Fortes has homered against me before. Don't know if it was in this series, but definitely real life against one of my pitchers, I think, in fantasy. I'm going to do a fantasy update video soon. It actually may already be out by the time you see this. I'm going to bring in Andrew Abbott. They have lefties, and we're going to see what Abbott can do. Out of the bullpen, you know, he's going to be our guy for the rest of this game, surely. I don't know that he's wearing 89 in real life. Might have to change that. I fixed Christian Encarnacion Strand's number. But, yeah, I don't think Abbott's wearing 89. I'd be shocked if he was. As McLean can't handle it, recovers, makes a throw out of the 7th. Jake Fraley looking for another chance at a home run. And this gets out. Jake Fraley, lefty crime again. This time goes Oppo Taco. And he was so close to a 3-home run game off lefties in the playoffs. I mean, it's unbelievable. Sandy completely shut us down. Every other Marlin, not the same luck. I mean, Edward Cabrera was good for 3 innings in Game 2. You can't throw Devin Smeltzer and Stephen O'Kurt and think you're going to do big things. Jake Fraley, I mean, he's coming alive. Our entire lineup is, though, to be fair. Finally, they bring in a righty. I wonder if this is actually going to yield good results. I imagine it will. They should have done this in the 5th inning. 13-2. Andrew Abbott, just throw strikes. I don't care if your ERA is in the 30s. Just throw strikes. If you allow 10 runs, we still win. You're just well, don't allow 10 runs probably, but anything below that is cool. Oh, what a pitch. Strike 3. A rise down looking. Nasty breaker from Abbott. Love another strikeout, actually. Fastball, fly ball at Jake Fraley. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Hopefully the last time we hit in this game. Ellie with a 3-hit day. 3 singles. And I think with 1 out, we are actually going to try and swipe second base. I know we're up 13-2. Don't particularly care. Ellie takes off. This actually might be a close play at second. Doesn't matter. Not in time. Ellie swipes second. Yeah, he is fast. Over 20 miles per hour. Didn't even get a great jump, but he's so fast that it wasn't really that close of a play. Steer looking for home run number 3. We have a couple of guys in our lineup that can say that. He takes a ball outside. Ellie swipes third. That was a close slider away. That could have been strike 3, actually. I think it was, what, 2-2? Now it's 3-2, full count. Could have easily been strike 3. We're just going to let Ellie take third base on a close pitch. And that is laced back up the middle. And that's why we steal second and third. Ellie scores. It's 14-2. Now it's over. It was up in question before. Now it's over. 3 up, 3 down. Come on, Andrew. There's 1. De La Cruz down looking. Goodbye. Fastball swung on, a hit weakly to center. 2 down, 1 more to go. Seth Brown versus Andrew Abbott. Marlins season on the line. Fans standing in Cincinnati. Strike 2. Fans looking to see the divisional for the first time in some time. Check swing. Punches him out. Game over. The Reds are moving on. The Marlins took the series, or took game 1, excuse me, and we thought they could potentially take the series after game 2 got off to a slow start. But the Reds came back strong. The offense exploded against left-handed pitchers, and the Reds deservingly celebrate on the field at Great American Ballpark as we move on to the division series. Who we play, we do not yet know, but I think we'll end the episode and find out. 2 home run games for Renfroe, Steer, and Fraley, and Fraley almost had 3. Unbelievable power explosion from this Reds team as Graham Ashcraft cruised to an easy win. Great performance by him, but the story of the game, obviously, is 4 runs in the 2nd and 5 runs in the 6th. Unreal. Wild Card Series champions, and we'll be taking on the Phillies in the division series. That is tough. We are on the road for the first 2, and the final game, if it gets to that, we're going to try and ambush them and win 3 right away. Sandy shut us down. But the rest of their bullpen depleted. Cabrera, Rogers didn't do enough. That will do it for this episode, guys. Dodgers and Braves in the top half of the bracket. Reds and Phillies in the lower half. In the AL, Seattle and Houston, Chicago White Sox, and Tampa Bay Rays. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.